This is a normal curve. A normal curve contains two parameters, the mean and standard deviation. The area under the curve is equal to the total of all possible probabilities and can never be more than 1 or 100%. Standardizing values that are in a normal distribution to z-scores will result in a standard normal distribution. Using a z-score allows us to calculate the probability of a score occurring within our normal distribution and also enables us to compare two scores that are from different normal distributions. Once standardizing is done, all data will have a mean of 0 and a standard deviation of 1, and will then be on the same scale so you can compare them. That is what you're going to be doing today in the activity. A z-score is a numerical value that represents how many standard deviations a score is above or below the mean. Once you know how many standard deviations you are from the mean, you can determine what percentage of the sample falls into the bracket. The area to the left of the z-score represents how much of the population falls within the z-value. The area to the right of the z-score represents the remaining population that did not fall within the z-value. The area under the curve between two z-scores gives the probability between two values. Let's do an example and see how this applet works. 50 random volunteers took an IQ test. The mean was 62 and the standard deviation was 11. One volunteer, Helen, scored 74. How well did she do compared to the other volunteers? Our observation is the score Helen got, 74. Our mean was 62, and our standard deviation was 11. We see that the upper bound is 1.9. That is our z-score. So the area to the left is 0.86. That is the percent of volunteers that Helen scored better than. Our area in the middle, our lower bound is 1.09, and it goes all the way to the rest of the curve. So we start at the z-value and go up, and that area is 0.14, which means 14% of the volunteers scored better than Helen. The area to the right is not found because we've already used all of the curve. We can treat the area in the middle like it was the area to the right. So this is how you use the applet. Go back to the activity sheet and do the examples and come back to this applet if you need to practice more or if you want to check to see if your work is correct.